Ah, Commander. I was wondering when you'd be stopping by. Welcome to engineering.
Okay, XCOM Enemy Unknown on the PS3. And what we're going to do is a single player. And we've got some advanced options here. And one of the advanced options is Iron Man. That doesn't mean you get to play as Iron Man. What it means is that you can't reload. It's permadeath, which is how it should be played. So we will enable Iron Man. Now, here's the thing. I could do it on Classic. You know, it's extremely challenging, but then it's just a grind, and I'd like to actually complete the game. So I'm going to do it on normal, you know, because I don't want to just sit there grinding. So let's go. That's the loading screen. Get used to that. You're going to see that a lot. PS3 is not a quick at loading. I've got this on the PC, and it's an SSD drive and it's instant. But the PS3, because it's a DVD or a Blu-ray or something, it's a bit slow. Two possibilities exist. Either we are alone in the universe, or we are not. Both are equally terrifying. Arthur C. Clarke, the science fiction writer. Now, if a comet hit the ground and it was that big, I don't think there'd be anyone standing around to see it. Lucky it weren't a comet, or maybe unlucky for these guys. That's it. Don't know what it is, so touch it. Yep, we're screwed. Don't worry, we're going to send in the Ghostbusters. Eventually. When we stop watching it.
Hello, Commander.
Hello.
In light of the recent extraterrestrial incursion, this Council of Nations has convened to approve the activation of the XCOM project. You have been chosen to lead this initiative, to oversee our first and last line of defense.
Excellent.
Your efforts will have considerable influence on this planet's future. We urge you to keep that in mind as you proceed.
Excellent. So I'm in charge. Thank you very much. Are you going to give me a ship that can hold like 200 people? Oh, you're not? Well, how many people then?
Good luck, Commander.
What kind of weapons am I going to get? Go on. What are you going to give me? So, like, I want an army. I want tanks. I want jets. Oh, so I've got to choose my base. Let's go. I want Europe. Because I get... what do I get? I get laboratories and workshops. Cost 50% less to build and maintain. Now, when they say maintain, I don't know if that's like the cost of the scientist or what, but who cares? Let's go. Other perks, they're not... I mean, they're all right, but...
We'll be deploying to Russia for this one. We've picked up a local broadcast indicating alien activity within a major metropolitan area. We should get down there and eliminate any hostiles.
So we've got 4 people. 4 people. No specialisms whatsoever. They're just assault rifles and grenades. 1 grenade each. Once it's gone, it's gone. If you've not seen this game before. What's quite annoying is that to reload your weapon, the reload uses up one of your turns. So, yeah, make sure you've got bullets before you start going forwards. And like I say, the loading is takes a long time, but here we go. Let's go. So this is not the tutorial because we went in for the Iron Man, which disables tutorials. So what they've done is they've just put us straight into a level. We haven't even got to customise anything, but then again, we can't customise anything because, you know, we start off... now, I don't know the controls. Hang on a sec. That looks good. Yep.
Free to engage all hostile contact.
And do I just click? Yes, I do.
Take any chances.
Okay, so... how do I change people? Nope. Yes. Right, so I've not played it on the PS3 for a year. I have played it on the PC.
On the move.
So it's not going to be much different. And what I'm going to do is just put everyone into Overwatch because they
headed there now.
It's just a tactic that I use, which is go forwards a bit, Overwatch, go forwards a bit, Overwatch, unless I'm sure I'm going to get the kill. Come on, move. Now, one of the really, really annoying things about this game, which the old XCOM didn't do, is the aliens don't move until you see them. Now, in the old XCOM, you could just sit in the ship for the whole level, and the aliens would just come to you, which maybe wasn't so good when you're doing a, rescue the civilians or, the invasion ones and that. But the it's really, really annoying in this one because until you see them, they won't move. Now, why that's so annoying is because when you do see them, they get a turn, and they can move and they can get into position, and you've used up your move because you moved to see them. So yeah, bit of a bad mechanic that. They when it says alien activity, the aliens should be moving around. You shouldn't have to have this, see them before they actually. Oh, here we go. So now I've spotted one.
Something never before seen in recorded history.
But this, for some reason, this one didn't move. So everything I just said then sounds stupid now. But anyway. So 65%. He's in a yellow. That means that he's out of cover. So even though he's got the shield there, he's got cover from the left-hand side, but he's missing cover from my side. I flanked him, basically. This is a flank. So let's see if we can hit him. 65%, flanked. Yeah, instant kill. And looks like his friend's over there as well.
Appear to self-destruct when the operator dies. We should look closely for any fragments
Right,
that
let's
could be
see.
salvaged for our own
Where can we move him to? See, we know that the other alien's here somewhere. There's some green crap there, so he's probably messing around with the green crap. I can't get behind this lamppost because it's not within the map, which is ridiculous. So if we go for a dash here, that would give us a better visibility of the alien. Oh, my other guy. I thought I had another guy. That's a shame. Now he's going to take a shot at him.
They're falling back.
I wouldn't call that falling back. Oh, look, so my Overwatch works. Well, apart from he missed.
Missed the target.
He ran forward. Is he crazy? Okay, so it looks like for the first level, the aliens are just, well, looks like they just want to die. 72% chance. I don't think I'm going to miss. Oh, but only. So I've got really weak weapons at the moment because of the. Now look, I could just take the shot and get the 65. However, what I'm going to do is move him up, get full cover. Well, it's not full cover, but that's good enough. And hopefully that's going to increase my percentage. There you go, 70. So an extra 5%. Let's go. Nice. Now he. So that's just 2. See, when you get dash in, that means that you use up your shot. So, unfortunately, that's the end of that guy's go. What I could do is put all 3 together and hope they don't have any grenades. And then go to the Overwatch.
Eyes peeled, Commander.
So, being it's the first level, you're probably going to find it's 4 greys. And the reason they give you 4 greys is because you need 4 greys to start the research for the holding cage. So there's some more green over there, so he's probably over there. Let's move some people up.
Affirmative.
Yeah, full cover on that one. There we go. No, I don't want to move him up quite yet. So I can... Risky? Let's do it. Okay, so we're going to stick him in Overwatch. And him in Overwatch. And what we're hoping is that there's nobody over here. And they're all over here. So we're hoping they're all over here. And if they're all over there, then this is giving me cover by being here. Because that's the end of his turn. And if any aliens pop up, I'm dead. So let's hope not. There you go. So you get this listening thing. Sort of. I mean, this is like for people that have no idea what they're doing. He's like, oh, the alien's over there. Right.
Yes, Commander.
Let's see what we can do. Still nothing.
Heading to that location.
Still nothing. Okay, so this is going to be really risky, but we're going to put him here.
Target acquired.
Oh, see now look, we've seen them, and by seeing them, they get a turn, and they get to move. Which, that's a bit of a cheat, you know. So now I know where they are, I can move my guy right up because I can just put him in full cover.
Stepping off.
There we go. So now I've got an eye on where the alien is. Oh, this is the end of this guy's turn, so I might as well just put him into Overwatch. And this guy, he's getting 2 goes, so I can put him probably... See, I think this thing might be in the way. If I put him this side, it's a very, very narrow field that I'm going to see, but I'm going to put him this side.
Solid copy, Commander.
It's very narrow, but maybe I'll shoot him through the glass. So these guys will probably fire at me. So what they're doing there, this is where the greys, they can put their minds together, and you see you get that purple stuff, and that gives them an extra health and extra strength. So, right, now I've got one guy who's right here, so he should, but he's not getting any, for some reason he's not seeing him. Where shall I put him? It's interesting that you can't see him. See, the other guy, he's over here somewhere. Now, what it means is if I could move my guy up, get 100% shot, but I could then be putting myself at risk. Do you know what? It's only the first level. Let's do it.
Heading out.
So this will give me 100% on this. 92, close enough. Let's go. So there we go. Now, what that also may have done is damage the other guy. Because when their minds are connected, I think they share the damage. Oh look, I can move this guy right up. Let's do that. Now, if you're, I think it's the heavy, you get this ability called the run and gun. And what that does is it lets you fire after you run, after you do a dash. Now, how can you see him? Where is he? Alright, so the guy's poking out there. So, 25%, you know, roll the dice, you could get it. But I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to go for an Overwatch, which means if he pokes his head out, he'll get his shot. Now, I've got one more guy, but I want to put him in a position where he can actually see, and at the same time do fire. Do you know what? This is probably going to be good because I've got maximum cover. So there's maximum cover there. So this guy's poked his head out. Pop, pop, pop. And he missed. So because these guys are fresh, it's only 65%. Yeah, they only get 65%. So everybody's exactly equal at the moment. We've got 65% accuracy for everyone until they have their specialism. So what we've got here, 52. How can you get 52 when he's right there? Let's go. Unbelievable.
Oh, missed the target.
So this guy, he is definitely not a sniper. Do you know what? I'm going to take myself completely out of cover.
Aye, aye.
And just get 100% shot on him. 97.
He's down.
And there you go. So, like I say, first mission, it's always 4 greys, and it's because they want you to. I'll let her finish talking. No, I won't. So, what that means? So I've got weapon fragments normally because the guns explode when you kill them, and I've got 4 greys, so I can start the research on the containment facility. Do I want to do that? I don't know. Might go straight for the weapon fragments, which then can lead me on to, I think, beam weapons afterwards. Can't remember. We'll just have to see. Yeah, now XCOM 2's out. It's on the PS4, so I might get myself that.
Welcome to XCOM HQ, Commander.
Thanks.
I'm Central Officer Bradford. My role in this project is twofold: providing tactical support for our field operations, and keeping you briefed on the current situation. My efforts should allow you to focus on the bigger issues at hand. Speaking of which, we have a soldier waiting for a promotion in the barracks. I'll let you get to it.
Just one. I thought it took you straight to the promotion screen after a mission. Ah, and it does. Right.
Really taking care of business down.
So, what's this one? So this is where it decides what you're gonna get.
Massive amounts of damage from afar, but without sufficient training.
Right. So this guy is a sniper. Good. That's what I want. Snipers are the best. And this guy is assault. So this is the one that gets the run and gun.
And the last one's out.
So he can dash and still fire.
And the research team is waiting your orders. We'll get started as soon as you give the order, Commander.
Okay. So there you go. I've got 4 greys, weapon fragments.
The research labs.
Yeah. There's a lot of talking on this. Let's go.
Hello, Commander. My name is Dr. Valen. I oversee the research labs. This is where all of XCOM's research and development takes place. We have already begun analyzing the artifacts recovered from our first encounter with the aliens. Based on our preliminary findings, we believe we can use them to develop some new equipment for our soldiers. With your approval, we will begin research immediately.
Let's do it then. So we get to start a new research, and we can either do the xenobiology. Now that's just alien containment. That's going to take 8 days. We've got weapon fragments, exactly the same amount of time. I think I forget which one. I think alien materials gives us the scope, and the fragments gives us the vest. I forget which way round it is. And the xenobiology just means that we can interrogate. And sometimes I think the interrogation gives you some kind of weapons and things. And they say it's a high priority. They actually go crazy later, because you can't proceed in the game without doing that.
Commander to engineering.
Right. I'm going to go with weapon... I'm going to go with alien materials.
I agree. That does seem to be the most pressing of our current research options.
Does it really?
We'll begin.
Ah, Commander. I was wondering when you'd be stopping by. Welcome to engineering. Anything they can dream up in the research labs, we can build it here. Speaking of which, Dr. Valen has just sent us some new schematics. With your approval, we will begin fabrication.
Schematics. Ah, yeah, so we've got a medikit. So with the medikit, we can heal our soldiers, and if they're on the floor, I think you can get them back up if they're critical. So we've got 265. Let's build a couple of them, and also we'll build one satellite and just have that ready.
Our current satellite uplink facilities are at full capacity.
Yeah.
We should build additional uplinks as soon as possible.
So this guy's complaining that we've got no spare usage for this satellite, but the problem is, oh my god, there's so many warnings going on. It's like we're at war or something. So I'm building the satellite now because it takes 20 days. Look at that, 20 days. So by the time it's ready, I would have built the next facility. You would have hoped. Right. So we look at facilities while we're here.
We've still got some room to grow up here, but if we really want to expand our facility,
so we can look at this. So we've got power generator, satellite uplink. It takes, what's that? 10 engineers. So I'm missing 10 engineers and 150 quid to do it. So I can't even do the satellite uplink yet. I don't know how long it takes.
Commander to mission control.
Yeah. Anyway, we're not going to be building anything for now. What we could do, just while wasting time, is just excavate the ready for a new room. Okay, what we got then? Barracks. We can go to our soldiers and we can say, right, you two, you're going to be at the back. So what we're going to do is we're going to give you the medikits in case anybody, was it R1? There we go. In case anybody needs healing. These are going to be the healers at the back. Right. But up front, we've got our assault with the run and gun and the sniper, because they'll be the best. Even though, so this is a sniper, what's it? So 75% accuracy. I think once you get the scope, that's a plus 10 to make it 85%.
Commander to mission control.
Alright.
Commander to mission control.
Where's mission control? Triangle. Okay, here we go. So you're whining at me to go to mission control, but there's nothing actually going on. So now we're in mission control. What we can do is we can change the hologram. Oh, I think you keep your finger on it. There you go. So that's the holographic display, or you can get the Google Earth like that. Representation of what it actually is. All these green dots are the bases around the world. If we can get back around. Now my base, I chose Europe, so it's this one here with the X on it, where the others are just places to hold ships. Now I haven't got any other ships at the moment. I could transfer one of my ships to one of the other bases, but I don't know how you detect. I think you have to get a facility for scanning, or actually no, it's the satellites. I think the satellites detect where they are. So wherever you position the satellites, you'll start detecting the alien ships. So you'll need you need your own ships in that area to take them down. Anyway, let's just proceed. Scan for activity. And here we go. We've got an abduction site. So abduction site, pretty much what we just did, except they're civilians. So hopefully no civilians die. Let's go.
Commander,
oh, there's 3.
We picked up multiple requests for assistance.
Right.
Abductions in progress are marked on the hologlobe.
So this is what we get to choose then. We get to choose our reward, basically. So in India, we get 4 engineers. In Mexico, we get $200. And in Egypt, we get 4 scientists. Now, from what I think, the more scientists you have, the faster the research. That's how it used to be. I don't know if that's still the case. With the engineering, you need a certain amount of engineers to be able to build things. I think I have about 5 engineers at the moment. I need 10 to build the satellite uplink. So I'm not going to be doing it this month. So by the end of the month, it's the 2nd of March at the moment. By the end of the month, I won't have it built, so I won't bother with the engineers, because you get engineers from the different countries and things for protecting them. So I'm going to go for scientists because I like to speed up my research. I don't need money. Now the problem is, and this again is a bad mechanic, which the old game didn't suffer with, which is if I choose not to go to these other 2, they instantly become moderate panic in the areas. Where the old XCOM, I could fly from site to site to site. And what that meant was, okay, so my men might be damaged, I might be running low on ammo, but at least I could then carry on the fight. With this, it's, right, I'm going to Egypt, the other two automatically panic, and I can't go there and do anything about it. So the way that you get the panic level down is by putting satellites above them, but, you know, eventually their panic will be so high because you're not going to them sites, or you have no choice but to go to their site to reduce their panic, which then increases it elsewhere, and it's just frustrating. But anyway, maybe they fix that on the new XCOM, who knows? Probably not. The new XCOM, I don't think it's anything to do with protecting the planet. I think it's infiltrating. I think the aliens took over, so they've assumed that you've given up on this game and not completed it. The aliens took over, and then XCOM 2 is where you've got to go in and try and take the planet back. Anyway, let's just go, because we've got our people. Now you can name your soldiers.
We have visual on the mission, sir.
It says begin assault, but I still got to load. You can name your soldiers, so you can rename them. The problem with that is that you might get attached to them, and when they die, it's quite distressing. And there's a war memorial where you can go see all the plaques on the wall, and there's like photographs of them and stuff when they're dead. So it's even worse when you've got your name and the photos and it's on the wall of the dead. So it's best just to leave them as they are. And I think the ships as well you can rename. Being that it's your only base, I don't think you get to name the base. So here we are with the loading again. And that's where we're going to leave it for this episode. So I hope you enjoyed that, and see you next time. Thanks.